Guys, right, I want to talk about, this is very, very personal. I know this is going to help a lot of guys, and maybe you've been very, very feeling ashamed, feeling embarrassed, and feeling pissed off, and I want to tell you it's fine, and that's if you're a virgin. Now, I'm going to quickly talk about, I was a virgin up until 21, and unfortunately, I lost my virginity to a prostitute, but that's another story. So there's my confession of embarrassment at the time. Now, I want to talk a little bit about how it felt being a virgin and some of the things. It made me feel a bit unhappy, and it was. I remember feeling embarrassed. I remember I was embarrassed about everything. So, if you're a virgin and you're worried and you're in your 20s, look, you might even be in your 30s. You could be in your 40s. It's a secret between me and you and the guys in the members area. No one's going to know. You've been none the wiser. So, first thing I want to say, if you're a virgin, is it's okay. It's fine. I accept you, I still love you, not going to think any less of you. And I think it is something it's overstressed, it's over-worried, and I don't think it's a massive deal. Obviously, it's going to be a big deal to you because, so to speak, you want to get your end away, you want to have sex. You're probably watching a lot of porn, which is normal, it's natural, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Most guys will do it. You need a release. But I think what's probably bothering you is probably more of an ego thing. And it's being in a room full of people who are not virgins, your mates bragging about how many girls they've shagged, positions they've had sex with women, and it's just that feeling of feeling alienated, all right? It's like having no money, having no job. It ties in with your self-esteem, your identity. Now, if you're a late starter, if you're in your 20s, you're at university, you're a virgin, you're panicking, you're terrified, and I know you're probably worrying about, when you do get the opportunity, are you going to be able to produce the goods in the bedroom? Will you get an erection? Are you going to last on all these sort of fears? I want to tell you it's okay. It's a complete over-investment psychologically of worrying. It doesn't matter if you're a virgin. You're going to get your shot. Everyone does. So that's the first thing. And when I was going through being a virgin, what happened to me was at 16, I'd had the opportunity to sleep with a girl in the park, in Hyde Park in London. And I was so nervous and so overwhelmed by this sexual, confident woman willing to sleep with me. I couldn't get an erection. It was very cold as well at the time, and I was nervous. I was thinking, fucking hell, is my dick too small? Am I going to be? Where am I going to find it? It's all those worrying things that, as we silly limiting beliefs we have as men, and that's what actually held me back. I could have got laid earlier, but at 21, I went, right, want to get this out of the way. I've got a prostitute. So I'm not saying get a prostitute. That's not the answer. So the answer is not a prostitute. The answer is a shift in the way you think about yourself. Now, because you're a virgin and because someone slept with 10, 20, 30 girls, it doesn't make them more of a man than you. It's really not hard to get you an erection and to put it into a girl's vagina. It doesn't make a man, all right? What makes a man is actually knowing who you are and being able to sometimes admit your fucking insecurities or your fears. That takes a man. I mean, I know so many guys who like to say they're men, but they're afraid to admit their own faults and they can't address them. So, being a virgin is not a disease. Being a virgin is not something to be ashamed of. But having said that, you've got the chance and the choice to change it. So I'm going to ask you, if you are a virgin, are you making any attempts to change it? Because I know when I look back, I wasn't. And these were the symptoms, these are the things I weren't doing. I wasn't trying to get sexual with women. I wasn't approaching. And I was sitting at home watching porn and I was wondering why I was a virgin. Well, clue is in the title. If you're at home, you're not doing anything about it, you're not gonna change that. But I think the way you change that is in just admitting that it's okay. So when you do go into an interaction with a girl, you're not gonna have that demon in your head going, oh my God, if I'm a virgin. Oh, do you know what? Actually, I'll tell them. I love honesty. I'll say to the girl, I'm a virgin, and the reason is because I wanted to meet the right girl. And I make a joke out of it. Fuck it, I tell them. And now I do the same. Like a few weeks ago, I was in a situation where I took a girl back and I couldn't get an erection because one, I was a little bit nervous. I was excited because I fancied the hell out of her, and I had loads of alcohol in me. And I just went, you know what? I'm fucking a bit embarrassed. I said, I'm a grown man. I'm a famously known seducer. I can't get an erection. She went, it's completely fine. And I went, give me a few minutes just to calm down because it's been an energetic night. After an hour, bang, got an erection and step of her, it's fine. So just me getting that out and confessing it to myself and to her, I didn't lose any brownie points, and then I slept with her and I'm seeing her ever since. So that was almost like me going back being a virgin and being afraid. Admit it. And not I say that, fuck it. Tell your best friend, tell one of your mates and tell him. If you haven't told him, tell him how you feel. If he's a good friend, he'll understand. If he's not a good friend, then he's not your friend. So there's nothing wrong with being a virgin. I want you to know that. So that's really all I wanted to say. How do you lose your virginity? Right. Online dating. Have you set an online dating profile up? Are you targeting the horniest girls in your area? So it's just a joke. That's just me having a joke. That's just me mucking around. No. Right. Set your online dating account up. You know, send messages out. Set your dates up. Go out on the street and start approaching girls, talking to girls, all right? In your conversations, start being more sexual. And I'm going to say this, if you are a virgin, if you're a virgin that's, because I call it I call it the advanced virgin. So if you're a guy that you're going, no, Johnny, I'm a virgin, girls actually want to sleep with me, but I can't pull the trigger because I'm afraid, I don't know what to do. They might know I'm a virgin. Well, then you've got to tell them, and you've got to take a herbal Viagra. Make sure if you do take a Viagra, I don't want you to get in any health problems, that you check with the doctor and it's fine. I took a herbal one that's completely fine. The only side effects you get is a little bit of a headache, take some water, you're fine. So I'm trying to give you everything I can to lose your virginity. Don't use your virginity to a prostitute. I did that and I ended up regretting it. And don't sleep with some girl that's not attractive, is going to kind of fuck up your self-esteem. Sleep with a girl that you want to. That's pretty all much I had to say, all right? Don't worry about being a virgin, admit it, call it out, and make an attempt to start approaching girls and getting laid. Enjoy and bye.